Hello, my name is Tina Fornwald, and welcome to Dating a Widow. This week's conversation is part 2 relating to dating burnout, leveraging an article by Sari Cooper. Dating a Widow is exclusively on YouTube every Friday at noon, so please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss a single episode. Last week's discussion, we talked about 5 different ways to identify dating burnout. This week, we're going to talk about 7 ways to fix it. The first one is to consider taking a break. That means shutting down the apps, not thinking about dating, and just live your life. If you have burnt out, you may need to refresh yourself. And the best way to refresh yourself is walking away from it for a while. The second one is be more intentional. When you are dating, think about to yourself and maybe write down why you are dating. What are you looking to accomplish from dating? What are some of your non-negotiables? And having that clear plan may make it easier for you to be able to enter the dating world and understand what you're looking for and be comfortable with that for yourself. The third thing, date people you want to date, not just anybody that wants to date you. Dating is a choice. Just because someone asks you on a date, if it's not somebody you're attracted to or feel like there's a relationship that can be built upon it, you can say no. You don't have to say yes to everyone that reaches out if you don't feel like it's going to be compatible. Dating is a job interview, and the best interview they're going to get is being able to be with you. And if you know that they're not compatible, just eliminate wasting your time and the other person's time and just say no thank you. The fourth thing is to be disciplined on the time that you spend on the dating apps, if you're using dating applications. And what does that look like? You can pick up your phone, and next thing you know, you're scrolling, swiping left, swiping right. It looks compatible, da-da-da-da-da. Give yourself a certain amount of time that you're going to do it. So if you're going to start, give yourself an hour or 30 minutes. And once that time has reached, put down the phone and walk away from the app. Don't stress yourself out about it. The fifth thing is to adjust and let go of the timeline you personally created to find the one. And what does that look like? You may have said, I have told myself by the time I turn this age, I am going to find the one. Or in our case, chapter 2. And you know what? We don't get to control that. We don't know when the right person is going to reach us. So since we can't control it, let's take away a timeline that we have made with the unrealistic expectations of something that we cannot control. Number 6, possibly change up your dating activities. Maybe up until now, you have always met someone at the same coffee shop at the same time and sat in the same chair. Maybe go roller skating. Maybe go to an art museum. Maybe try a new restaurant, but switch up the routine so something is fresh and not always doing the same thing. Number 7, have insightful conversation. For me, this was the most challenging part of redating because I was used to being in a relationship with Mark and the conversation already existed. Now I was in a situation where I now had to spend time investing in getting to know somebody new. This was the most complicated part for me when I returned to the dating world. Creating conversation, asking questions, and really wanting to know more about this person. I actually used this book called Love Starter, and it's on Amazon, and we are a nonprofit. There is a link on our website under resources where you could purchase this book, and some donations come to us because Widowhood Real Talk with Tina is an Amazon associate. But this book was so helpful for me, especially when I met Fred, my chapter 2, the gentleman that I married. These questions helped me to generate a very effective conversation. I would literally come and open this book every day and think of something new and ask the questions and start a conversation with him. So I encourage you to be able to have an insightful conversation and ask things that you know will be helpful, learning about this person and how you two can be compatible. In the comments, please share things that you have found that is helpful when you started reaching dating burnout. See you next Friday.